Hello students. Today we are going to learn National Income Accounting Chapter 2 Part 2. In the previous Part 1 we had studied about the basic introduction to national income and about the circular flow of income. So in this session we are going to cover basic concepts of national income. So first let's understand all these concepts one by one. But before understanding the basic concepts, let's recap as to what is national income. As I had said earlier, that all the final goods and services which are produced in an economy by the normal resident of the country, whether they are operating either in the country itself, that is domestic territory, or they are outside during a particular year, that is known as a national income. Now let's understand what is GDP and GNP. GDP is gross domestic product, that is value of all final goods and services produced by all the sector of the economy, be it primary sector or secondary sector or tertiary sector, and by the citizen or foreign sector within the country. Whereas GNP, that is gross national product, is the value of all final goods and services which are produced by all the citizens of country, either within a country or abroad. So we can say that gross national product is equal to GDP plus NFIA. Now when we say NFIA, it means net factor income from abroad. That is whether the person has earned either staying within the domestic territory or outside the country. And GNP is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M plus NFIA. We'll study this in detail in the further session to come. Now, when we talk about net national product is the market value of all the final goods and services after allowing for depreciation. And this is also called as a national income at market price, which means that when I'm taking all the final goods and services of my economy and I'm deducting the depreciation, then whatever is left, that is known as NNP. So NNP is nothing but your gross national product minus depreciation, or it can be also be presented as C, that is consumption plus investment plus your government minus plus export minus import plus net factor income from abroad minus depreciation. Now, when we talk about national income, which is also known as a national income at factor cost, it means all the total income which are earned by the resources for their contribution of land, labor, capital. Like let's say, for example, we have all the factors of production, and that is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. And we have factor income. Like let's say, for example, for land, we have rent. For labor, we have salary and wages. For capital, we have interest. And for organizational ability or entrepreneur, we have profit. So summation of all the income or the factor income which are received by factor of production are known as national income. So what we do here is symbolically, that is NNP, that is net national product, plus subsidy minus interest tax. Or we can also write it as GNP minus depreciation plus subsidy minus indirect tax. And when we calculate national income, then we have to calculate it as C plus G plus I plus X minus M. X minus M is nothing but export minus import plus net factor income from abroad minus depreciation and indirect taxes plus subsidies. So depreciation, we already know what it is. Depreciation means the devaluation of the fixed capital. Like let's say, for example, in an economy, we have all the three sectors and we use machines, land, buildings, tools, equipments, and there is a depreciation value due to wear and tear. Now, let's understand what is personal income. Personal income is the total money income received by an individual or household of a country from all the possible sources before direct tax. So we can say that personal income is nothing but national income minus corporate income taxes minus undistributed corporate profit minus social security contribution plus transfer payment. Now here we need to understand what is undistributed profit. Undistributed profit is the amount which is left over for further investment into the production process. Like let's say for example, if the company has earned the profit of 20 lakhs, the company owner or the director of the company is not going to take away all the profits. He would keep away some part of profit so that he can further reinvest into the business for further production in future. That is undistributed profit. We have transfer payment also. So what is disposable income? Any income which is left with the individual after the payment of direct taxes from personal income, and it is the actual income which is left with the individual that can be spent by an individual for consumption. Like let's say for example, if your income is 80,000 per month, of course when you receive the salary, some amount is deducted in the form of tax. Now the amount which is, let's say for example, the tax deduction is 2,000 and your income is 80,000. So on hand, you have received 78,000. That 78,000 is your disposable income after the deduction of taxes. So disposable income is equal to personal income minus direct taxes minus miscellaneous expenses. Or we can also say that PDI is nothing but your personal income minus personal tax payment minus non-tax payments. Now, when we talk about per capita income, it is the average income of the people of a particular country in particular year. So how do we calculate the total national income of a country upon total number of people, that is total national population? For example, in order to find out per capita income, as I said, that national income of the country is divided by the population of the country in that particular year. Now, when we talk about GDP and GNP on the basis of market price and factor cost, this is just to give you an information that we can calculate GDP and GNP at market price also and at factor cost also. So first let's understand that what is market price and what is factor cost. When we say market price, this is the actual transacted price including the indirect taxes. Like let's say for example GST or custom duty or excise duty. Such taxes tend to raise the price of the goods and services in the economy. And when we say factor cost, the name itself suggests that we are talking about factor of production. So it includes the cost of factor of production, like we get interest on capital, wages on labor, rent for land, and profit for the stakeholders. So thus these kind of services provided by service providers and goods sold by the producer is equal to revenue price. Now, these are all the basic concepts which you need to understand before talking about the measurement of national income. And there is also a concept called GDP deflator. Now, what is GDP deflator? It is calculated by dividing the nominal GDP by real GDP and multiplying by 100. So GDP equation would be nominal GDP upon real GDP into 100. The GDP deflator helps to measure price inflation in an economy, and it is calculated by dividing nominal GDP by real GDP. Thank you very much.